So this is the presidential. It's not all that. Sir, Barry. This morning, the panel said that the money please, the media should excuse us. Yes.
So what gives you this confidence that you can replace him in 2027?
Well, first and foremost, the president himself is a product of an open democratic space in which people are free to actually contest elections once they're eligible into any office in this country, including the office of the President of the Federal Republic. That's the first point. Second point, since 1999, it has become the custom and tradition under the 1999 Constitution to allow political parties to be set up and to contest elections keenly. The third point is that the owners of this country are the Nigerian people. In all nations that are involved in democratic rule, the people, the people are responsible for choosing their leaders. And therefore, whatever the president or anybody says, we have to allow for free speech, free assembly, and the compelling need to actually allow Nigerian people to go to the polls and elect people of their choice. There is no other way except that. Hold on. Let me answer one at a time. I know that I'm not the only one. That's the whole essence of democracy. Democracy allows people to actually contest freely into elective offices. So my own goal is to put forth my policies and programs and wage this campaign in a very vigorous manner in order to ensure that I'm able to win the nomination of the party. The second point is that I have made it clear in a number of places, including on television, that our leadership is strong, it is vigorous, is wise, and it exercises sound judgment. And we follow the rules in this party to the letter. It is left to the leadership of the party to determine how it is going to carry out this particular election, either through direct primaries or through consensus. And I will yield fully to whatever decision the leadership of the party takes. So that's my position, has always been my position. I explained that in a number of fora. One is that I'll bring very fresh ideas as to how to govern Nigeria. Second, I would like to do things in such a way that my focal point, my agenda, is one, to create jobs and jobs and jobs for the Nigerian people. Second, I'm going to deal with the issue of the high cost of living for Nigerians. Everybody is weeping and crying because of the very high cost of living. And third, Nigerians are being killed and dismembered and ravaged in the hundreds of thousands. And I would like to deal with the issue of insecurity firmly and decisively before we get to the issue of growing this economy and creating prosperity for Nigerian people. But more importantly, what I would like to do is to ensure that I'm able to eradicate at least 60% of the poverty that is afflicting this country within a space of 4 years. Because 136 million Nigerians are living below the poverty line. And we are now the #1 poverty capital of the world. This is totally unacceptable.
Yeah, you are participating in the presidential primary that is going to feature the life of a big wig like former Vice President Atiku Abubakar. So are you so confident you are going to defeat him at the primary?
Well, everybody will go there with their best foot forward. I'm going to put my best foot forward. I believe that I have an agenda which is very compelling, that is very, very energetic. I believe I'm a visionary leader. I believe I've done this over and over again in fixing broken institutions in this country. I'm a well-established and known figure in this country who has done a lot of work in the Nigerian private sector. I've run the largest company in this country and restructured companies and created jobs for millions of people. I've also been in government as part of 3 presidential advisory councils in this country. So I have good and decent knowledge of the Nigerian public space. And I'm a development and public policy expert. All of these things which I have done cumulatively over the last 35 to 40 years will prepare me to govern this country responsibly and properly. The nomination form to contest the office of the president